seems probably okay.
In time,
Eh.
you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
He really dislikes the Eldritch. Not a big fan of them. Cool. Yeah. You're correct, Nostrum. The minus 15% stress, though, I think is relevant. Cove is opening up. Lots of Cove missions. I think this is the first week that I've seen where I've had more Cove missions than anything else. So one thing that's going on is we need a bunch of money. 8,000, 12,000, 20,000. We need 28,000 just to upgrade weapons and armor, plus whatever it costs to upgrade perks, probably another 30 or 40,000 or something. So, a fairly safe way, I think, to make money is to just take our Antiquarian on level 1 dungeons with a bunch of level 2 escorts. Doesn't... Like, we don't have to worry about being stressed from that or anything. We don't have to worry about people dying, because, like, how would they? They're level 2s in a level 1 dungeon, and they have ancestral trinkets, right? Um... I guess I should check whether any of the trinkets available elsewhere are relevant. Gonna go with no. Gonna go with no. I could probably also just play Darkest Dungeon 1 right now. Who are the guys I decided on for that? I was going to bring Vernon, who needs upgrades. That's money. I was going to bring Bress. Bress is good to go. Gry. Gry needs a little bit of money, and Tustain is good to go. I mean, we could. I'm gonna kill one Sodden crew, because that sounds like fun. These guys have been out before. We're going to an acid region. Oh, I didn't want that one. Whoops. Wait, I do. Sort of? I don't know. It doesn't matter that much if people are stressed in this team. We don't care at all about the perks either. Go damage on the Jester. Man, I do not wish I could have twice as many people. I guess if the user interface scaled to support that, I would be okay with it. Oh, having 8 in fights would be interesting. Sounds like way too many, though. We get to throw tentacles at things in this fight. This is going to be a good fight. Vision, lots of torches. Oh wait. We bring lots of shovels to the cove. I'm gonna hope that 4 is enough. No, I'll go 5. We'll go 4. There are a couple of curios that need them, but the curios are largely RNG. How many of them spawn?
Eyes had become a nuisance along the old road, and so I undertook to receive my most curious deliveries by way of marine shipments. A sheltered jetty was accessible by a narrow stone stair off the back of the manor, and a discreet system of pulleys could hoist even the heaviest prizes up the rock face from a securely tied dinghy below.
I just completely
The
tune his
poor
voice
devils,
out.
chained and drowning for eternity.
Like, when he talks, I have to stop talking because he's like talking over me. But I just sit there waiting for him to stop so I can decide what I'm gonna say next, basically. What is our pizza of choice today, Mbak? Fortunately, I'm not quite bleeding that out. Let's bellow so everyone moves. Just crush you. I really like the voice actor too. He just won't shut up. That's all.
Eradicated. Annihilated.
I think I'm having pizza for lunch. Maybe even Hawaiian pizza.
Faint hope blossoms.
Maybe I'll come back to this, but I'm not going to burn a shovel in it right now without knowing what the rest of the dungeon looks like yet. Yeah, we have an antiquarian on a boss fight right now. I found a fish thingy. What would the fish thingy like to give me? The Red Plague. Other than the Red Plague. Oh, it had a minor antique in it. The antiquarian spawns these antiques, and I believe also makes more gems spawn from things, but I'm not certain that that's true. It might just be confirmation bias, like I'm looking for more stuff to show up, so I notice the gems more. I've walked into some groupies. Got him? That's Bellow. Bellow for the damage, actually.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I've never been a Vapor myself. Not sure I could pull it off.
Death by inches.
No, I have like a personal hang up about anything that comes at all close to smoking because my grandparents, my mother made my grandparents quit smoking. Oh, whoops. When I was born. I did not want to give my antiquarian more damage. Yeah, my mother made my grandparents quit smoking if they wanted to hang out with me when I was born. And because of that, going anywhere near anything resembling smoking makes me feel like just a complete asshole. Because like, my grandparents, it was like a multi-year process quitting smoking for them, and I remember, like, it went on long enough that I can actually remember some of my first memories in childhood are of my grandparents struggling to quit. And yeah, I would just feel like a dick. Just seems very disrespectful of their effort. Yeah, I don't like have a problem with other people smoking at all. I just have like my personal reason that I would feel like a bad person if I did. I'm glad to hear that that got you off it. It's never been something I've had to do for myself, but quitting smoking is something I've seen other people struggle with.
seen. Unforgiving.
My drug of choice is just alcohol. There are so many industries which are based on providing something that's at least mildly addictive to people. And none of them strike me as particularly morally upstanding.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Chocolate's probably addictive, right? I don't know. I've never read the studies, but sugar is addictive. At least a little bit.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
So we're stacking up minor antiques and rare antiques. That's what the antiquarian is adding for us. So I have about 5,000 gold just from her right now. Is this stream addictive? I hope that none of you feel like you are addicted to this stream and having to like pay money because of that addiction. I think there is an ethical distinction between like you guys becoming dependent on watching this stream somehow, which, you know, God bless if you do, and like me making you pay money in order to watch it after you have become addicted. I didn't start with 4 keys. I think I started with 2 keys and found 2 of them. I agree that 4 keys is a lot. That wasn't deliberate.
A decisive pummeling.
I wish that I had a scouting trinket. Scouting trinket would be a very nice thing to have on this party. I swear we get more gems too.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
And gold stacks higher, so you can bring more gold home. Hey, Dunkzinski. Well, like, some content providers online force you to pay, right, Umbach? Not so much in the YouTube Twitch model, but there are, like, Netflix. Arguing that Netflix is a business model based on providing addictive content is, like, there's so much other stuff intertwined in that argument. It probably has some merit, but if you're going to start making decisions based on it, you probably have to tear down the entirety of modern society. Stream laggy. It's no good. Let me check that I'm not dropping any frames. Do not see anything on my end. My bitrate's been pretty constant and I have no dropped frames. I have transcoding. Looks like I have transcoding too. Ew. I think my parents made me... No, they didn't. They wouldn't do that.
Destroyed.
I'm having difficulty remembering my childhood right now. I remember the first time I tried beer, I was... I think like 10. And I'm pretty sure that my dad deliberately gave me like a super dark beer, or possibly just put straight vinegar or something in a bottle. Because I'm pretty sure the intention was for me to not enjoy it. Is this guy gonna blow himself up? I don't think they do that until later dungeons. He is gonna blow himself up. They do that in these dungeons. Today I learned. That's okay. I'm gonna camp and feast here, and we'll probably be fine. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of missions in the Cove, so I just straight up didn't know that the Thrall did that. I've seen it do it before in a level 3 dungeon, but that's all. I have enough food to feast, but I want to make sure that we're at semi-high HP so that we're at full health after we do that. Is Bress here? Hey, Bress. How's it going?
A devastating blow.
I found a lot of citrine in this dungeon. The clam likes dog biscuits, and it also likes something else. It likes shovels. Of course it likes shovels.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Go weapons, practice tactics. Resupply. Courage. Call that good.
In Radiance, may we find victory. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Let's go kill a sodden crew.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
This is the best. Bress and I are friends on Twitch. And the other night I noticed that Bress was watching Bjergsen stream League of Legends. And I like watching Bjergsen. so I dropped into Bjergsen's stream to see what was up. And I don't think Bjergsen was like aware that Bress was watching him. He didn't mention Bress at all, and like he didn't seem overwhelmingly happy or anything. I thought about donating to Bjergsen to like tell him that Bress was watching just to make sure that he knew, but I didn't. I've been watching Bjergsen play League of Legends for like since before he came to America for a long time. Crit for 4, baby.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, I've never fought this boss before. Let's find out what it does. That's not a boss. Guess it's in this room. Okay. My guys are in the wrong places. Also, this group is like pretty legit. That's a really nice crit. Crit for exactly lethal.
A powerful blow.
So what do we do? Guess we Rampart, stun it. And this turn we want the Occultist to go. Best laid plans of mice and men. Still fine. I'll eat a little bit of food on the Jester before we fight. Oh, I found food.
And driven into the mud.
Unlocked strong box. I always forget whether this like takes anti-venom or something. No, just poisons you sometimes. Yeah, the bus is the furthest room from the entrance, which I thought was the one that I was just in, but I guess it's actually this one this time around. I don't know if it's like furthest in terms of as a mole burrows, or if it's in terms of like connection tiles, but this one's further in terms of tiles you have to walk than this one is. Or if it's further in terms of like how many rooms you have to go through to get there. How many paths must a man walk down? What you got for Miriam?
Even in death, the captain shouts his orders.
I see.
And the crew obeys.
So we got ads. It's unholy. It's not eldritch. It has poor blight resist. What if I went for a debuff on it? Debuff its accuracy.
Well
Seems like a good
struck.
idea.
Precision
Nice
and
crit.
power.
Thanks for the host, Ansley Blazor. It took me a really long time to work out what just happened. Alright.
Masterfully executed.
It is unclear to me what's happening here. Oh! Okay, I think I have to kill that guy. Yeah, this seems bad. Wow. That seems really bad. Please die. Thank you. Bleed resist. It does have bleed resist, but I don't think it's enough to stop me from going for it. Tara, who lives in the sea, comes for me. That's how I'm going to interpret that. Drink with the dead. Okay, we did this bullshit again. But I can just stun him. Wow. I cannot. I don't think that their attacks are actually doing enough for it to be worth putting accuracy debuff on them. I think it's better just to deal 6 per damage per turn. I think it's better to just blight them every turn with the Antiquarian. How about that? Almost dead.
Finally, a sailor's death for captain and crew. Fitting.
Got him. Alright, we're going to continue adventuring. Scout ping. No secret ram. Mary Carl purges a negative quirk. We give it medicine. Whatever. It's been going really, really well for the last little while, Doge. I was reading up on what the different darkest dungeons are this morning. I figured that that was fair. And I'm pretty sure that I have 4 teams that are, like, at least semi-acceptable for taking them on.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
It's just a matter of getting enough money
Waiting to be spent.
to upgrade all the soldiers right now. I think my trinkets are good to go.
Carelessness will find
I don't know what else there
clemency
is.
in this place.
My heroes are almost all leveled up. I have a couple of level 5s who need to go on one more dungeon. But yeah, we're pretty much there.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Did I just use Finale with him? What is happening? Out of torches. I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's fine. Didn't really want these guys to level up, but they have, and that's okay. The trap debuff is that bad?
Your soldiers' minds are